Hey, how are you? Let me turn up the volume here. Hey, hello. How you doing? This is Natural Fitness Lifestyle. I'm here to take questions on nutrition and exercise. Before we get started, I want to state a caveat. This video is not meant as instruction. It's meant only for as an educational video. I'm not telling anyone to do or advising anyone to do a specific exercise or to eat a specific food or take a specific supplement. I'm only here to educate on the how to make best choices on nutrition and exercise. So before we get started also, this is a Q&A and we need live participants. Without live participants, really can't do a live Q&A. Hey, we have a live. So do you have any questions on supplements? We've heard supplements, everything from a vitamin to creatine. Do you have? Oh, so you left. See? No live participants equals no live questions. But this is a live stream, and we need live questions. So how do we get a live participant? Not sure. But let's just jump right into exercise first. Exercise. The meaning of exercise is something that improves a skill, a physical or mental skill, physical or mental skill. So the more you practice the exercise, be it physical or mental, your mental or physical will improve. Why is that? What is the science behind that? What is the science of improvement? Well, first, you have to know the components of the physical subject that you're trying to improve. Physical target. Now, and say in the case of the body, you're trying to improve the heart. You have to be familiar with the function of that physical aspect. So that's the correct word, the physical aspect of the body. Physical aspect of the body, let's say the heart, has many different functions. So what are the functions of the heart? Well, the heart beats strongly or weakly. That's called the stroke volume. Every time the heart contracts, if it contracts strongly, it'll push out more, eject more blood volume into the body. If the heart contracts weakly, it will eject less blood volume into the body. The more you practice contracting the heart and also contracting the heart in a rhythmic and timed manner, the better it should improve. So let's say You want to improve the function of the heart. You want to improve the stroke volume of your heart. Should you just jump on the treadmill and start pedaling like a madman or mad woman? The answer is no, because if you do, you will actually increase your heart rate, but your stroke volume, the volume of blood being ejected and pushed out into the body, circulation of the body will be less blood into the body when you're exceeding an intensity level. The higher intensity, the less blood volume is circulating through your body. Now your heart will accelerate to try to keep up with the demand for that necessary blood volume. But if it's not able to have a sufficient stroke volume, it will not be able to. First, you have to exercise at a steady intensity. It's recommended, according to studies, that a normally healthy person who's just starting out exercise start out with an intensity of between 55 and 65% for cardio exercises. People who may have an illness or severely out of shape, it is recommended. These are recommendations, by the way, from American Council on Exercise, of which I have been certified in the past. So people who are severely out of shape, according to the American Council on Exercise and the American College of Sports Medicine, is to exercise between a 45 and a 55% intensity level. If you exercise at a 45 to 55% intensity level on your cardio, when you're severely out of shape, you will make more progress than just jumping on a bike and pedaling like a madman. And that is because the body won't respond to an intensity level that's way above that you have. You have to exercise at the intensity level. Now, there are field tests to determine your aerobic capacity. Okay, it's called the VO2 max. These tests are done on a treadmill, walking typically, and also can be done on an exercise bike, and also can be done if you're more fit using a stepper for 3 minutes. It's called a 3-minute test, step test. Or if it's a bike, you typically bike for 5 minutes. Or treadmill, you walk for 7 minutes. And set the speed and incline it gradually, in gradual increments every 3 minutes till you reach the ceiling of the heart rate that you want, which is, well, like I said, beginners could be anywhere between 45 and 65%. When you're on that treadmill during those 7 minutes, if you notice that your heart rate is going beyond 65%, then you must lower the speed. You must lower the incline. So these are standard tests that are used by American Council on Exercise and the American College of Sports Medicine. It's cardio. You're not going to burn more fat by trying to walk or run faster. It's not going to work. Steady and long does the job. When I was, I want to show you something because we have a discussion here on improving aerobic fitness and how it's going to transfer over, hopefully, over into improved body composition, which is less fat and more lean muscle. I'm going to show you a picture here. See that? That picture was when I was at 6% body fat at a 174 pounds. I was 47 years old at the time. And I was basically doing 45 minutes on a stationary recumbent bike, and between 45 and 60 minutes on a flat treadmill. Though occasionally I would raise the incline to a three-level incline, and the speed was always between 2.5 and 3 miles per hour for walking. Yes, 3 miles per hour is very quick, but that enabled me to reach that 6% body fat. So now let's talk about diet. Let's start out with fat, because this is what we're trying to target, the loss of fat on the body. But all fats are not the same. You have something that's called brown body fat, and that is much more difficult to get rid of because it is a necessity. You need it to survive in cold temperatures. Brown body fat also contains a lot more vascularity. Yes, veins, capillaries are contained in brown body fat. Therefore, it is more alive metabolically. The brown body fat is metabolically more alive, metabolically more alive than white body fat because of the vascularity. That means that it can provide more circulation and more warmth to the area. The warmth itself creates a thermal effect. That thermal effect is going to help break down fat for energy. So when you're targeting the brown body fat, how do you do it? Do you jump on a treadmill and just go at any intensity? No. To target brown fatty body fat, studies have shown. I'm not telling you to just do this. This video is meant, and what I'm about to say is meant as educational only, for educational purposes only. Studies have shown that brown body fat are activated during either the need to warm up the body during cold temperatures or during high intensity interval training. Now, interval training will target that brown body fat. Where that brown body fat mostly exists is in your sides. It's places where you don't want that brown body fat. On your nipples, yes, you have fat on your nipples, and most likely it's brown body fat. On your back, on your butt, high intensity will get rid of that. But you have to do it in a high intensity in a controlled manner. It's called circuit training. It's called interval training. But you measure how hard you are going in intervals. You measure how hard you still want to go at an intensity that you can handle between 65 and 75% in HIIT training, in cardio HIIT training specifically. Let's say you're jumping rope. So you go for a minute, jump rope for a minute. You check your heart rate. It should be between 65 and 75%. It's not, it's lower. Hey, go a little harder. Rest until your heart rate goes back to normal, what your normal resting heart rate is, that is, and then do another interval. This is what will target brown body fat. You don't have to jump rope. You can use the bicycle, stationary bike. You can use a treadmill. Hey, you can even use calisthenics. And it doesn't have to target the legs. The calisthenics can be push-ups, can be pull-ups. I love to combine pull-ups, push-ups, and a leg exercise. Maybe stationary lunges, be it side lunges, or forward lunges, or reverse lunges. It's good to mix up the lunges as to prevent wear and tear on the knees and joints. During your HIIT training,